There's something about sweet tea that I enjoy. It's a lot better than Coca-Cola and soda. It's not as good as water. But I also have a sugar addiction that I just can't shake. Okay, so it is December 1st. We just finished up Thanksgiving 2024. And personally, mine was actually pretty good this year. I stood away from my family, and because of that, there was no drama. Now, I tried really hard to get all the family together, my brothers, my sister, my parents, but being raised where my parents were divorced, it didn't really work out that way. Either you went to my mom's or we went to our father's, and no one decided to go anywhere because for some reason my family is just that way. But nonetheless, my girls and I were able to be over at my mother-in-law's house, my wife's family, which they are big on family. So there was all the brother-in-laws, all the sister-in-laws were there, the kids, the cousins. It was awesome. Great turkey, great ham. And it just got me thinking a little bit. We can't control what other people do and how they feel. As much as I want to change certain things, we just can't do that. I can't do that. And instead of constantly setting myself up for failure, I'm just going to let things be. I'm not going to push it. I'm going to still try a little bit with certain things, but I'm just not going to push or force things anymore. Now that Thanksgiving is over with, it is December 1st, so that means we have 31 days until 2025. Now, as a photographer and videographer in the real estate space, it gets a little bit slow during this time. A lot of realtors go on vacation, a lot of lenders go on vacation. So here's how I'm not going to go broke in December going into 2025. And if any of this can help you, then definitely take whatever you can and just implement it into your business. But just to let you know, last month in November, we did around $20,000. Prior to that, we did $30,000. So we were down $10,000. And if I really think about it, I didn't push, which means I didn't do a lot of cold outreach. I didn't hit up agents. I did see a lot of dip in listings. Now my retainers were all the same, nothing changed with that, and I usually pull in about $12,000 to $13,000 per month on retainers. So the rest of it usually is just events, gigs, listings, photo shoots, always around real estate. I don't really venture off at all, to be honest, but we did take a hit. And I think personally, one, my fault for not reaching out and constantly, I guess, selling our company and our services to other agents or staying on top of mine. Maybe we did stuff that other agents decided to book. Our prices are a little more competitive or a little higher end. So I know a lot of agents that weren't booking with us were booking with the lower rates because I know the prices of the competition. This is one thing I do study is competition and who else is in our market and what they do and what they offer and what their stuff looks like. And that way I can, be competitive. I'm very competitive when it comes to that. So I'm always on top of that part. And then the second would be just the holidays itself. A lot of agents and I would say a lot of our shoots got canceled, and sellers, because of the holidays, things weren't ready. So those would be the main reasons in my opinion. And I would say going into this month of December, even though Christmas and New Year's is going to be this month, and then agents are going to take a lot of vacation off, that means we have a good 2 to 3 weeks of just solid go, go, go. What I'm going to do different this year is a lot of cold outreach. Whenever I see agents on their stories, I'm just going to reach out and say, hey, do you have anybody to cover that? Do you have anybody to shoot that? Do you need anybody? I'm always going to be doing that. I do it sometimes whenever I feel like it. It's not because, I need work. I just do it sometimes because I'm like, dang, I haven't shot with that person for a while. Let me just reach out to them. Most of the time it works. They respond back and say, hey, Bobby, actually I do. What's your availability? And if I'm available for them, then I'm definitely going to lock it in. But this time I'm going to be more conscious and I will be intentional. I'm going to be more intentional to reaching out and looking for the agents just to make sure that, I am staying on top of mind. I am constantly just having conversations with people that I'm not having conversations with. So that's going to be one thing I think I'm going to do, and I think you should be doing too. And don't worry about a script. Don't worry about copy and pasting. Just be simple. I don't like no fluff, and a lot of people that I know do not like a big full paragraph of crap, just you writing, just spilling out a bunch of crap. Just say, hey, do you have anybody covering that? Hey, hey, did you already get that taken care of? Hey bro, let me do that for you. Just be simple, direct, nothing else. And always be posting content, BTS of what you're already doing, all the stuff you're doing with your clients, your before, your after, your polished, your unpolished work. Just making sure you're constantly putting out content, because that's just going to help people know that you're still hustling, know that you're the person of choice, the videographer, the photographer. So continue doing that. Cold outreach, content of your BTS. And then I think the only other thing I'm going to be doing would be is prepping for 2025, and just continue sharpening my skills, watching YouTube videos, how to get better, going to whatever events that are happening this year. And yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna try to focus on for December as we go into 2025. So this month in December, the type of gigs we have lined up would be some holiday parties. I believe I have 2 the first week, and then 1 in the second week of December. Then we're gonna head out to Vegas for Kingdom Nights with Ryan Pineda. It's a 2-day event. My wife and I are gonna travel out there, take a flight, stay at a hotel. It's a Christian entrepreneur event. We're just going to pretty much learn a little bit more on, spiritually, and then the entrepreneur business side of things, and just really understand and be around other like-minded Christians, entrepreneurs, and just level up and see what we're going to be doing for 2025. I'm very big when it comes to events. I film a lot of them, and I attend a lot of them. But when I'm filming, this is how I originally got into them. I was filming them, and I would just listen to the speakers. Those speakers are very wealthy, very knowledgeable, and I would always see them and say, man, one day I'm going to do that. One day I'm going to get on stage, I'm going to talk. Not only that, one day I'm going to have a successful business. I'm going to be wealthy. I'm going to have my family right there being proud of me, loving me, supporting me. And I'm going to make money so that my kids have a better opportunity, best schools, best neighborhoods, best everything. And I'm going to take care of my family. If anybody got sick, I'm going to pay all the bills. I'm going to retire my mom. I'm going to get her a house, all of that, because I would see people on stage. And because of that, I am where I am today. And then the whole faith. Just being spiritually aware of what we're doing, God's purpose for us, God's plan for us. So, and to have my wife to be with me this entire time, because whatever I grow or where I grow, she needs to be right there growing with me. We grow together so that we pretty much tag team everything what we do. So that's coming up, I believe, on the 13th and 14th. We'll fly up on the same day. And I think it's an evening class, and then Saturday morning would be the next class, and then we'll fly back home Saturday night just to get back to the kids. And then I believe I have one more holiday event the third week of December, and then a lot of my clients take off for the last 2 weeks of December going into January. So listings, they always come within that week or a week before. So I don't have too many listings come up, but we average anywhere from 3 to 5 minimum per week. Now, I might see some coming in, and I'm going to take them right away, especially the vacant ones. That's pretty much how we do cash flow. And my goal, I think every month, would be at least $10,000 just on the listing side, and then 12 to 13 grand on the retainers. And then whatever we can take in would be, extra. But I would always like to minimum $25,000 per month would be my goal right now, until we can plan out how to get up to $50,000 per month. I don't see ourselves doing it on the listing side. I see ourselves just bringing on more clients for the short form agency, on producing YouTube videos for clients, short form content for clients, and batch out content on retainers. So I believe that's how we're going to get to the 50K. But right now we're just going to not go broke in December. That is the goal, is to make sure that we are finishing up the year pretty strong, taking care of our clients, and then having a good Christmas going into the New Year's. All right, so if I can give you any piece of advice for this month of December, it's going to be do what I'm gonna do. Just reach out to people. Don't be afraid, or don't assume that they have a videographer. Don't assume that they're already taken care of, because we don't know until we ask. And I've been one person to not ever want to ask. I always thought, well, if they want to work with me, they'll hit me up. But it doesn't work that way. As much as I want them to hit me up, sometimes I got to meet them halfway. Sometimes you have to get them to notice you. If they're not noticing you, they're not hitting me up, we have to go to them. It's no shame at all. And if they say, hey, actually I got this taken care of, okay, cool, keep me in mind for the next one. That's it. And then keep hitting them with content of what you're doing, of who you are, so that they will want to book with you next time, so that they build an online relationship by just seeing your videos, some sort of connection, and then book you for the next one and book me for the next one. So that'd be my advice, is don't be afraid, just reach out. We don't know until we reach out and they tell us either yes or no. And if it's a no, I'll see you in the next one, my man. Keep me in mind. That is it. All right, so that is a wrap. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I'm gonna keep you up to date, a few videos per week up until Christmas Day. And this way I can just keep you guys up to date what's going on with the business, with my cold outreach, with what gigs I'm landing. I'll even talk about prices on what I charge, and we can make that controversial because I'm pretty sure I charge a lot less. And we can get to that point, but the next video, I'm going to be trading in my small little car that I've had for the last 6 years that's gotten me by in my real estate business for a Tesla. And I'm super excited because that is my hard work coming into, I guess, I'm gonna get my fruits of my labor, and I'm super excited. So that'll be the next video. Subscribe so you can see that video, and put on the notifications so you're updated as soon as I post it. Until then, you guys, keep hustling, keep doing your thing, and I'll see you guys at the top.